Hey, welcome to the video debut of Offensive Interference. Follow us on Twitter, Nick Cellini. Also, follow me on Twitter, Cellini Nick, and follow us on Facebook. If you so desire, you can still, I believe, download us on iTunes. Happy Halloween to everybody. As you can see, my costume is a bald Italian who hasn't shaved in about a week. And I don't need to shave. I'm just sitting here at home. I did the yard today. I went to the gym earlier and just feeling lazy today. As you can see, my dog feeling a little bit lazy as well. But I digress. Let's talk some football. Falcons in Carolina this upcoming Sunday. The line anywhere from 7.5 to 9 points, depending upon where you look. Tony Gonzalez is still here. Matt Ryan's happy about that. I just love how Tony Gonzalez was very passive-aggressive as the trade deadline came and went. He said, listen, I'll stay here, but if they want to trade me, I'm willing to listen. I don't blame him. Thomas Dimitroff was on the Locker Room Show with Algie Crumpler and J.P. Peterson, and he still believes in the offensive line. He says the offensive line is getting better. Well, I'm not seeing what he's seeing. Algie Crumpler's not seeing what he's seeing. I don't think anybody's seeing what he's seeing, but I guess he's sticking to his guns. I admire him for that. 32nd in the NFL are the Falcons, averaging 62.4 yards per game. Defensively, they're not much better. Only 6 takeaways. That's 32nd, dead last in the NFL. And they're second last in the NFL in turnover differential, -5. So 5 more turnovers committed than what they have caused. And really, when you look at this game against Carolina, nothing works in their favor. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. Even when Carolina was bad, like last year when they were inconsistent and the Falcons went 13-3, we saw what happened. It took a miracle finish to beat Carolina in the Georgia Dome, and then Cam Newton and company have their way with the Falcons on the road. One of the Falcons' 3 losses coming at the hands of Cam Newton, who's playing tremendous football this year. His passer rating is over 97. That is 8th in the NFL. He is a true leader now in every sense of the word, and the Falcons are just getting punched in the mouth, and they don't have any answers right now, and I don't see them having any answers come Sunday afternoon because they're also, Carolina, averaging 130 rushing yards per game, and the Falcons can't stop the run either. 4 straight games they've allowed a team to go over 100 yards. Will Steven Jackson show up? Does Steven Jackson care to show up? I don't know, and I'm not really sure he cares at this point in time either, because certainly this is not what he signed up for. Let's talk a little bit about Georgia taking on the Florida Gators. I'm going to try to work through these tie-breaking scenarios. I've got my Mac in front of me here, so I'm making no guarantees. All I know is this. Here it is in a nutshell. I don't want to read if this happens, if that happens. Georgia needs to win out. And it doesn't matter what Carolina does if they win out because they need Missouri. Both Carolina, I believe, and Georgia need Missouri to lose 2 more games. Now, on the eastern side, Missouri's got Tennessee and Kentucky. On the western side, they still have to play Ole Miss and Texas A&M. You need Missouri to lose 2 more games, and you need to win out. Even if Carolina wins out, you own the tie-breaking scenario there because you beat Carolina. So there it is. Essentially, that's what needs to happen. You got to win out. And also, Aaron Murray has a chance to make history in this game. Aaron Murray, incidentally, one of the few Georgia players remaining that knows what it's like to lose to Florida. He's one of 6, I believe. Marlo Herrera, not one of them. He said, this is just another SEC East game to me, albeit a very important one, but he doesn't know what it's like. He doesn't know about the torture that Georgia fans went through, and obviously the Georgia Bulldog football team themselves, at the expense and at the hands of the Florida Gators. So if Aaron Murray wins this game, he will beat Florida 3 times in a row. The last quarterback to do that in a Georgia uniform, old Johnny Kincaid's partner on 680 The Fan, Buck Bellew. And if they do win 3 in a row, the last time that happened, 87 through 89. So Georgia staring some history in the face. It does, in fact, mean this game a lot more than we thought it was going to mean a couple of weeks back. And by the way, if you're interested in this sort of thing, Georgia is the early 3-point favorite in this contest. Why? Because Todd Gurley is back. And Todd Gurley can make all the difference in the world. Perhaps Chris Conley going to be out of this game, and Michael Bennett will step back in after coming off of that arthroscopic knee surgery. Let's end things by talking about Andrelton Simmons and his place in history as he wins the Gold Glove. Defensive WAR, wins above replacement. His number, Andrelton Simmons, 5.4. That's the greatest defensive WAR in 107 seasons. You heard me, 107 seasons. Terry Cotton Top Brown, I believe was this gentleman's name, or Trown, whatever it was. He was the last guy to do that, have a 5.4 WAR, wins above replacement for the old Cleveland Naps. Hey, Bo Bach remembers the Cleveland Naps. They were real rapper-stoppers in that day. Incidentally, don't ask me how I found this, but I did. Hot Channels was the porno that Bo Bach was in. It's available if you want to watch it on one of those pornographic websites. I've got a lot of time on my hands. I didn't watch it. All I know is it's there. I don't want to watch Bo, as he liked to call it, doing bapa doom on a bowling machine in a bar. But if you're that perverted, and if it's something you choose to do, it's out there for you on a couple of those websites. So I guess you can thank me or say, oh, my eyes, I'm blind, I'll never be the same. We'll come up later on in the week with another Audible. We'll talk more about Georgia and Florida as we get closer to kickoff on Saturday, and also some bowl possibilities for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. It's not as simple as one would believe. There's some heat on Georgia Tech to beat Pittsburgh on Saturday night right here in town. Remember, no more pod bean. This is the way it's going to be for offensive interference from this point forward. There's going to be the video edition. You don't have to jump through hoops to get it, and it's so simple, even a dog can figure it out. Yeah, let my dog climb on the furniture. What are you going to do? She's a Weimaraner. They say those German dogs are very, very smart. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, follow us on Twitter and get the video a couple of times a week, 2, 3, 4 times a week, whatever I feel like doing. @Nick Cellini, @Cellini Nick. I do really need to shave it. My God, am I gray.